If you're a business owner, if you have like coaching, an agency, any kind of online business, this might be a very, very important video for you, because what I'm going to do here is tell you my experience with GoDaddy, my awful experience with GoDaddy, how they lied to me, how they, in my point of view, betrayed me, how they, in my point of view, stole a domain worth more than 100,000 euros to me. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video, to warn you guys not to work with this company together, because what I'm going to show you in this video is absolutely crazy and you cannot imagine. And what I'm going to do now, I will hop now into my, I made it up a little bit of presentation actually, yeah. So I'm sitting here on the balcony in Dubai, looking over the Dubai marina. So yeah, when there is it maybe a little bit windy in the background, it's because of there is a lot of wind today, but I'm trying to make the video as good to watch as possible for you guys. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I will show you how GoDaddy scammed and lied to me on a domain worth more than 100,000 euros, and I can prove everything with phone calls, with screenshots, and a lot more evidence. So stay in there, guys, because you won't believe how they do business. You won't believe it, really. No matter what you imagine, this will go over the top of your imagination. So let's get into it. Give you a little bit of background. Maybe you know, like, these YouTube channels which expose these scammers from India, these call center scammers, and I have the feeling that this was exactly the same what happened to me, and I will show you everything how GoDaddy is doing this kind of scams in my point of view. Whom did it happen? A little brief background where and when it happened. So it happened like 7 days ago, and on the 10th of January 2024. I was in Fuerteventura with a couple of friends. That's the reason why this picture I choose, and it happened to my brand, to Mitarbeitergewinnung.de. We do social recruiting. We're one of the biggest brands in Austria. And yeah, that's the background. But without further ado, let's hop into it. So what's the background? We saw the domain happyjobs.com, happyjobs.com, for free. Sorry, not for free, available on GoDaddy for 7,300 euros as a premium domain. And what did we do? We called them. We were connected with a sales guy and made together with the sales guy. Oh, you can hear the wind. We made together with the sales guy the purchase process. So what can we see here? We see here the receipt, yeah, the total receipt for 7,300 euros for the domain, premium domain, happyjobs.com, and the full price here. And what we did was we recorded the sales call. The guy knew about that. GoDaddy is recording everything as well themselves, so it's completely okay that they'll show you all the communication with them here. So I will hop into it. We don't need to watch the whole video. We just made like the purchase process.
So hijack your identity.
Digging us through, blah blah blah. And let's hop to a very, very important detail at around minute 3. So this will now be like for the whole call the most important part. Listen to what the sales guy is saying.
Thank you for your purchase. Congratulations. You are now full ownership of that domain. An email has been sent to your email address containing.
I know the sound quality is not too good. I repeat it. The guy said, the sales guy from GoDaddy said, congratulations, you have now full ownership of the domain happyjobs.com. What does this mean? Full ownership means you have every kind of rights you need as a customer to work with the domain. Because why do I say that so intensively? Because this is like the argument GoDaddy will bring later why they stole the domain back from us. Okay, the guy said we have full ownership, the domain is ours. I asked him in the end again, is there anything what can happen that the domain is not in our property? He said, no, absolutely fucking nothing can happen. He said that as well before the purchase payment to pressure us into that. He said to us, do the purchase now with me, do the purchase now with me. When you don't do it with me, you might could lose it. Do it now here, do it now here. For sure, he wanted the commission, yeah? But you can hear what he said, full ownership. Just to let you know, after the purchase we made, we spoke with a branding agency and we put 30,000 euros into our branding kit. Domain was paid. We purchased a new logo, all the branding sheet, a website, everything on Happy Job for more than 30,000 euros. Why? Because the guy said, guaranteed, we have full ownership for the domain. We don't. But the guy was lying, obviously, to pressure us into the sale. But the story is getting way, 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 way bigger. Let's continue. So, this was stage 1. We purchased the domain, yeah? Let's hop into stage 2. A couple of days ago, I wanted to log in GoDaddy and check like what's going on with our domain. And all of a sudden, I saw that our account was blocked. Yeah. And the order was canceled. And the crazy thing is that GoDaddy told us two different lies. So the first lie, why they removed the product from our account, was because they said, I don't know, exactly, that I deleted it. You can see it here. When you delete or cancel a product, here is what happens. So these guys told me that I deleted the product in one email, and in another email, they told me that the order was canceled due to any kind of restriction, regulations, the payment method was not verified, blah blah blah, all this bullshit. And I was really like, oh my god, what's going on here? And I was not able to log into my account anymore. So I was like completely shocked when I saw that. And when I saw they told me two different lies, lie one, lie two, but still, we're quite at the beginning because there is a lot more to come. Stage two. What was the next stage? And now it's getting absolutely out of hand. I checked the domain again and I saw what these guys did. They put the domain happyshops.com back on the market for 117,000 euros. You can see it over there. For 117,000 euros, they put the same domain back on the market. You can imagine which kind of feelings popping up to me, but I was 100% sure that it's my right and there is no kind of possibility that they steal it in this way, because remember, the sales guy from GoTeddy said, you have full ownership. There is nothing in the world can happen that the domain is taken away from you. So for sure, what I did, I was getting on a call with them. I was hopping on a call. I was on call for hours, and I like them recorded everything. And I will show you like the end of one of the first calls with the GoDaddy support team.
And our guide will connect the call to our aftermarket support to furtherly assist you about getting the domain itself, happyjobs.com. Once again, you don't need to purchase the domain higher than what you already paid for. Our aftermarket support will assist you by getting this domain using the same price that you already paid for. Okay? No other charges is needed. Only our aftermarket support can do
Listen.
that because we can completely confirm that the domain was canceled because of non-registration and non-verification. And that is something they can override in their end.
Okay, I repeated what he said. Said, no worries, Mr. Julian, you will get the domain back. It was our mistake because why was the domain put away from you, from your account? Because of terms and regulations, not verification. That's the reason why we put it again back on the market. But don't worry, you will get the domain for exactly the same price. I called with this guy like, yeah, over 1 hour. You can see, and this was just one of a couple of calls. Yeah, he gave me order number to call next day after market support to get the domain back. I was calling next day after market support, was feeling quite happy, enjoying like to buy, feeling very good because I was like, man, what a fucking great investment did I do? I purchased the domain for 7,000 and this increased in the value for 16 times. I was like, man, this was a quite good investment. But what's happened in the stage five? Next day, next lie. Yeah, because then I was calling with aftermarket support and let's listen into the communication. I just put out some snippets because otherwise it would be like hours and hours to listen. So this was the first start of the call.
Kind of on my experience here with GoDaddy, for the years of experience here, I haven't seen this happen, but that's very unusual. And I do understand. Julian, right? Your name is Julian, or what was your name?
Julian, yeah. So it's the first time that you see this kind of issue.
So we don't need to listen the whole thing. What he said was, in my whole years of GoDaddy, I've never experienced something like that before. He told me, yes. I was like, okay, they did a mistake. We are all in business. Mistakes can happen. I don't really care. But then he spoke with the supervisor, and the call got out of hand because then listen to what the next thing is like 15 minutes later.
They can't transfer the domain.
Listen properly.
Okay, we're still working on it because here's what happened. Um, it's not GoDaddy's. GoDaddy doesn't own the name. It is from someone. It is on auction. They sell it to through GoDaddy auction. Now they can't they can't transfer the domain. They didn't transfer it. So that that's the problem. Now we're trying to reach out, but
We don't need to listen to full. What does this guy say now? A completely different story to what the guy on the day before said. The guy on the day before said, because of the non-verification, your domain was taken away and your account was blocked. This email, they tell me that I deleted the domain, or again something with verification. And the third or fourth lie is now that the supplier is not delivering the domain. I mean, it's so crazy. It's so crazy what GoDaddy thinks, how stupid a customer is to just grab one of these stories and then go away, and they can continue the fraud. Yeah, I mean, it's really crazy what they are trying to do. And the thing is, maybe this story is true. The thing is, maybe the story is true that the supplier is really not delivering it. But then, imagine the sales guy saying there is no chance of these kind of things happening. The sales guy of GoDaddy says, and he knows that he's experienced, he knows that you have full ownership of the domain to pressure you into the sales. And now these kind of things happening. And this is so incredibly crazy. We're already here now with 10, 11 minutes. We don't need to go through everything now. But this was the last piece of information GoDaddy gave us on this was happening yesterday. I was really then accusing them. I was using quite hard words as well, because they deserve every quite hard word I used, and even harder words for the way they betray customers. But this was yesterday, and today they don't hang up anymore. So when I call them, I speak with them a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden they kick me out of the line. It happened to me 3 or 4 times today. Can you imagine that? What they do? They try to kick me out of the line. They don't want to speak with me anymore, because obviously, like, they know they did a huge mistake. They did a huge mistake. And now the way how GoDaddy is handling these kind of situations, not replying the phone anymore. And it's so crazy, and that's the only reason why I'm doing this kind of video now, because now we're in stage 7, and this kind of thing brought really the devil out of me. So the friendly Julian enjoying the sun is now the fucking angry Julian, who is really about to get this domain, because happyjobs.com is the domain. I fell completely in love with it. We get the domain 100%. Yeah, I will go until the last line of laws, because even when there is like terms and conditions, I put here the terms and conditions up. Yeah, even when there is anything what says the terms and conditions, it could be when you purchase a premium domain and the supplier is not delivering it, that you then don't have the right to own it. But then the sales guy is not allowed to lie at the beginning. And I got here so many different lies as well, you know. So when this is your terms and conditions, why don't I get in the first email the information, Julian, sorry, the supplier didn't deliver? Why do I get like the information, I cancel a product? Why is the guy over here saying that it's 100% confirmed that we get the domain back? Because there was a verification problem. So you can see even this story is not going through, and it's breaking in every piece, because it's just a huge lie. And yeah, that's my conclusion. So you decide, GoDaddy, how we proceed. Yeah, the video is online now. I will send it you through. I will send it through your customer support. I want all the people in the online marketing space to know what you guys doing. Maybe I'm not an usual case. Maybe this is quite unusual, but it's happening. And the problem is not that the thing's happening. The problem is how you behave when this is happening. How you treat me as a customer, that you fucking close the phone when I'm trying to call and find a solution with you. It's hilarious. It's so crazy. It's the worst customer support I've ever experienced in my whole life. Even getting told all these different kind of stories, getting told all these different kind of lies. So GoDaddy, it's up to you now. I'm pretty sure I know what the end result will be. You will see the video. Your PR will be worried about, like, a lot of people see that, and then you will give the domain to me for the usual price of 7,000 euros, and you will tell me it was just a big misunderstanding. You are so sorry about what's happened. Everything will be fine. You are so sorry. There was a miscommunication and blah blah blah. You will do it, but I don't. Oh, it's so windy. I don't fucking care. I just want to have the domain. I want to put maximum pressure on you guys from GoDaddy with this video. I want that the whole public know how you treated me. I don't know if you treat other people the same way. I want that everybody knows how you treat me. And now you decide how to proceed. You decide how to work on it. And yeah, if there is no reaction, if there is nothing else happening, we will sue you with like lawyers and all these things. But I'm pretty sure that this video is already enough to get the domain back. So, and all the other guys, everybody who is viewing that, my personal recommendation: never, ever, ever, ever work again with GoDaddy. I made an Instagram story 2 days ago, and I already told them, and I had like 25, 30 people, and I have a lot of friends in the online marketing space who said to me, thanks a lot, Julian. I will put all my domains away from GoTeddy, all the hosting away, all the certificates away. I will never purchase their domain again. So you can see it already in the small scale, a lot of people have now a bad idea about you GoDaddy. And if this video is going big, I will put fucking ads budget in the video. I don't care. I put 100K ads budget on this YouTube video that everybody in the world will see what you guys doing. So I recommend you give me back the domain, what belongs to me, to teach your sales guys not to lie, not to pressure with untruthness, and to tell your customer support to tell straight the truth. And once more, not to allow scam suppliers to put a domain on your market, because I didn't have enough place to tell that. What you guys did was telling me that the supplier didn't deliver the domain, but who are you GoDaddy to allow these kind of scammers to be on your platform? So there are so many errors which show that you are a completely unreliable partner. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say, what I wanted to share with the world here from Dubai. I will give you some view here from the nice place. It's like the Dubai Marina over here. So quite lovely. I love it here. And yeah, guys, all the best for you, and GoDaddy. Better make the right decision now.